We're about to find out. Michael Chiavello, Mitch the Dragon Chilson, Smokin' JONATTAWUT in the green, Giorgio Petrosyan in the black. Right hand down the tube early from Smokin' Joe. He's got to fire the right hand. Public enemy number one of the southpaw, who is Giorgio Petrosyan. High kick from JONATTAWUT. Petrosyan aggressive early with that beautiful, that stupendous right hook of his. JONATTAWUT may have the edge in power. Petrosyan in speed and in precision. Roundhouse kick, but Petrosyan catches it on the forearms. Cross lead there from Petrosyan. There's the hook, followed by another cross down the centre. Step through knee from the Italian. Good outside thigh kick from Smokin' JONATTAWUT. Counter left hand down the tube off the roundhouse kick. Joe goes for the headache maker. Beautiful knee on the inside from JONATTAWUT. This one started at tremendous pace, Mitch.
That Ferrari's got some heat to it. He's throwing some serious shots with a lot of horsepower behind him. This is not the typical Petrosyan we're seeing. We're not seeing that footwork, that left to right movement. He's throwing bombs, Michael.
This is an aggressive incarnation of Giorgio Petrosyan. You can see that JONATTAWUT, the plan is to go shin around neck. Counter shots again from Petrosyan. Thought about the knee, and immediately JONATTAWUT negates that and charges into centre ring. Petrosyan, roundhouse kick to the body lands. Let's see if JONATTAWUT maybe tries to take out Petrosyan's legs. It's one way to slow down the boxing, take out the legs. Every punch begins from the feet and rises up the body. If you can take out the legs, take out the hands.
Eyes of Petrosyan are so sharp. You see the way he slid just like a centimeter away from that high roundhouse kick from JONATTAWUT.
Again, he just leans back, inches only. Beautiful left cross down the tube. JONATTAWUT throws the right hand. Overhand right from Smokin' Joe. Jab two, step through knee from Petrosyan. Joe's got to get off the ropes here. Front kick from Petrosyan. And Joe does that, strips to his left, back to centre ring. Good inside leg kick, maybe a little high. Just connects to the groin of Petrosyan. And referee Ulnari will allocate some recovery time here in front of a sellout crowd in Manila and 136 countries watching live. An accidental kick to the groin there from JONATTAWUT.
JONATTAWUT's having a hard time getting off. He's kind of letting the pressure of Petrosyan overwhelm him, and he's not able to really get started into this match.
I think that JONATTAWUT needs to start letting his hands go a little more than letting those kicks go. He's got some monstrous hands if he opens up here, Smokin' Joe.
Petrosyan's putting such pressure on him with forward pressure. And he's just sliding out of the way of that head kick so precisely, but then coming right back with shots of his own.
The timing of Petrosyan. He shouldn't be Italian, he should be Swiss with timing like that. Final 10 seconds. There's a right hand down the tube from Smokin' JONATTAWUT. There's a high kick. Petrosyan with the hook and the body kick. Catches the roundhouse into the first round. 2 more rounds remaining. It's the main event of the One Super Series tonight. Live from Manila in the Philippines in front of a massive sellout crowd.
Take a look at some of this action. There's Petrosyan, catches the counter, comes right back with 2 big right hooks. As JONATTAWUT comes forward, but just barely misses a high roundhouse there as Petrosyan whiffs a big right hook. Takes one on the body, answers right back with shots of his own, but that's been the story of this round, is that forward pressure and the punching of Petrosyan, putting together the combinations, going from the hands to the feet exceptionally well, Michael.
Kumpong Dechkombu in the corner of Smokin' JONATTAWUT, who emerges first from his corner. What strategy have they given to the tie? Look at this crowd. They've turned out thousands upon thousands for this. And also their main event to come, Kevin Bellignon, Andrew Leone, second round. Set for 3. Smokin' Joe versus the Doctor. The monster truck versus the Ferrari. High kick. You see the timing, the counter there from Petrosyan. Just exquisite. So precise, so fast. Step through knee, and the hooks from Petrosyan, backing up JONATTAWUT. Very few opponents back up Smoking JONATTAWUT.
Petrosyan's doing it. Look at the way he's putting those punches together. Goes from the hooks to the straight left hand. Just overwhelming Nattawut. Nattawut can't seem to find the answer for this pressure.
Petrosyan's beautiful lead hook again. The prime technique of the Italian. Nattawut needs to probe with the jab. Got to start kicking the legs of Petrosyan. Throws a two-punch combination as the tie. There's the head kick. It came agonizing and close to shaving the beard. Petrosyan goes downstairs to the back leg. Right hand over the top there from Nattawut. Checks the thigh kick. There's one to the hamstring of Petrosyan. Little step across angle and a roundhouse kick from Petrosyan. Catches the kicking leg, step through knee from the Italian. Oh, and Petrosyan gets dumped to the canvas.
Beautiful redirect by Smoking Joe.
Smoking Joe with the crunch and armbands around the biceps here, representing Muay Thai. Uppercut from Petrosyan. Throws the knee on the inside. Referee Onari breaks them. 1 minute 20 remaining. Time for Smoking Joe to pick up the pace now. There's a nice right hand. There's a head kick from Smoking Joe. Luckily, Petrosyan had the left arm up. Nattawut. Side kick. Petrosyan edges forward. Watch for the hook on Petrosyan. There it is, top of the head. Step through knee, belly button through the back. Good hands from Petrosyan. Petrosyan resetting, dead center of the ring. Nattawut catches the kick. Good return kick of his own and a high check from JONATTAWUT. Petrosyan counter right hand, left hook, outside thigh kick.
30 seconds left in the second round.
Body shot, step through knee from Petrosyan. Onari breaks them. Plenty of instructions coming from Petrosyan's brother in his corner. Roundhouse kick from Smoking Joe. But the way Petrosyan threats the hand combinations is sublime. Checks the inside thigh kick to Smoking Joe. 2 rounds down, 1 remaining.
Better round from Smoking Joe, but he's still allowing Petrosyan to push forward and back him into either a corner or up against the ropes. And then Petrosyan's able to unload on him. He does answer back quite well in a lot of these exchanges. Right there, landing that big right hook, but he's moving around. But Petrosyan is just consistently pressing forward and controlling the distance and the spacing of Smoking Joe. Smoking Joe's used to being the aggressor. He's used to moving forward. But Petrosyan has changed up his tactics. He's now the aggressor. That Ferrari is trying to run over the monster truck, Michael.
Both very calm in their corners. What strategy will they come out with in the third and final round? It's the One Super Series, and what a way to launch! A 3-time world Muay Thai champion, Smoking JONATTAWUT, and simply the greatest, GIORGIO Petrosyan.
Michael, you've been watching Petrosyan for as long as he's been in the ring. What do you think of this new style that he's adapted?
It's a more aggressive style from Petrosyan. It relies on power a lot more than he did in the past. I like it from Petrosyan. Still got the speed, still got the timing and the reflexes. But now it's time for Nattawut to stamp his authority, to lay down his power salvo. To not allow himself to get backed into a corner or pressed against the ropes by Petrosyan. Start for Joe to pull out the stops and throw caution to the wind here. Good counter from Joe, good counter from Petrosyan. Hook and a body shot, doubles up in the lead hand as GIORGIO Petrosyan just gets out of the way. That roundhouse kick and the low kick. Body shot from Petrosyan, a clinch up. Petrosyan throws a knee and he wrenches Joe to the canvas.
Beautiful timing. He waited till he lifted up his leg. As soon as he lifted up his leg, he redirected his head and put him on his butt.
Uppercut to a hook there from Petrosyan. Nattawut on the front foot, catches the kicking leg, does Petrosyan. It's time for Nattawut to let the hands go here.
He's constantly off-balancing Nattawut. As soon as Nattawut puts pressure on one leg, he's attacking the leg. He's constantly redirecting and controlling the balance of Nattawut.
Nattawut throws out the right hand, but Petrosyan sees it coming. The Italian operates in millimeters. Beautiful tipping body shot off the right hand from Petrosyan. This time Nattawut gets out of the way of the high roundhouse kick. Jab from the Italian. Beautiful cross down the corridor from Petrosyan. Nattawut tries to thread the high kick. 1 minute 10 remaining now. Petrosyan with the aggression on the front foot. Nattawut with a hook. Need to employ the right hand here. Put his lead foot on the outside of Petrosyan's lead foot and throw that long reaching right cross. Petrosyan goes high. Step through knee from the Italian. Two-punch combination, Petrosyan. Time is running out here for Smoker Jovic.
He's got to put the pressure on. He's got to start attacking. He's got to quit backing up and start moving forward, not allowing Petrosyan to get him cornered into that box right there.
Can't imagine what it would be like to face Petrosyan in the ring. Jonattawut is realizing what it's like to compete against a man he has idolized for years. Against the greatest. Front kick from Petrosyan. Nice hard check there from Smoker Joe.
Nattawut's doing a good job. He's just slightly being out-edged in every exchange. In almost every point, Petrosyan has an answer for what Nattawut's doing. That is true. The greatest kickboxer of this generation.
You saw Petrosyan again at the height of his mastery. And a fantastic effort from Smoker Jonattawut. He had his moments over those 3 rounds. But when you face Giorgio Petrosyan, when you face the master, this is what you get. Accuracy, timing, speed, power, precision, mixed with aggression. Giorgio Petrosyan using all his tools and using them superbly.
Very impressive. So what's your impression of the One Super Series?
A smashing success tonight, the One Super Series. 4 tremendous bouts, each gave us something different. And in this main one in the One Super Series, it was true artistry. A real Donatello, a Da Vinci, a Raphael, call him what you like. Giorgio Petrosyan painting another masterpiece in the ring. Let's go to Dominic Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this bout in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. From the red corner, Giorgio Petrosyan.
This one brought to you by Global Citizen. Petrosyan, the southpaw. High right roundhouse kick. That's the power weapon of Sorgro.
This is when Sorgro needs to jump on Petrosyan. Petrosyan hasn't figured out his rhythm yet, hasn't figured out his timing. This is Sorgro's moment.
Feet Lynch, he might have just figured it out. That was a beautiful combination there. Sorgro with the Prajet armbands around his biceps. Out of the many traditions and superstitions surrounding the ancient martial art of Muay Thai, more than 3,000 years old.
Petrosyan's throwing heat with those hands.
The little quarter turns, everything thrown with surgical precision. That's why they call him the doctor. And again, Petrosyan, the hand, the step through knee. Just a delight to behold. And Sorgro's got to start winding up that right roundhouse kick. Petrosyan resets. The man who fled Armenia during its war-torn years, relocated to Italy, had to sleep on the streets with his father and his younger brother, living out of train stations, out of gutters, overcame abject poverty to today be arguably the greatest combat stylist in the world. Oh, beautiful right hand there from Petrosyan. And that'll give Sorgro a headache.
Petrosyan's at it, like this is a different game. He's being much more aggressive. He's going first. He's not letting Sorgro go. He's actually looking for the knockout in the very first round.
Petrosyan, who lives in Milan these days, close friends with Italian soccer striker Mario Balotelli. No doubt watching his close friend at the moment. Putting on a fine display of finesse, the Ferrari of kickboxing, Giorgio Petrosyan. Began his pro career some 15 years ago. Two-time K1 Max champion, looking for win number 98 tonight. Uppercut to a left hand. Petrosyan in control early. The chin is tucked, looking through the brow. You can see the right leg is cocked. Oh, Sorgro! The big kibosh! Here comes Petrosyan! Sorgro on rubber legs. He's right for the picking. Petrosyan takes his time, finds his opening. And Sorgro's still not composed. The butterflies are still around his eyes. Petrosyan backs him up again. The doctor doing surgery. Lands the left hand, the power hand, and once more from Petrosyan. Absolute ownership of Sorgro. You can sign the pink slip right now.
Sorgro seems pleased with himself that round. I'm not quite sure why, because that was a very aggressive start for Petrosyan. He missed right there, but I think he was starting to figure out that timing. Came forward aggressively, and there was that big left hook. That's what caught Sorgro, and then he just jumps all over him, finding some big shots, hunting after Sorgro. He's going over the top, landing some big shots. Big miss right there from Sorgro. Very impressive round for the doctor.
Petrosyan said in his 3-month camp he studied as much video as he could find on Sorgro. He said the only thing I've got to watch out for were his leg kicks, but he said I beat Sorgro everywhere. Sorgro had a 6-week camp. Very prodigious talent. Was born in Buriram, Thailand, about 400 kilometers northeast of Bangkok. Relocated from Buriram to Bangkok as a 15-year-old to further his Muay Thai career. Lumpini welterweight champion, 2-time world champion. And here he is in the biggest challenge of his life against the greatest, Giorgio Petrosyan, who almost dropped him in the opening round. Good forearms guard against the roundhouse kick there. Petrosyan, that left-hand cross, it is sublime. He leans back like Fat Joe. Tremendous evasion.
You said Petrosyan was, the only thing he had to worry about was the leg kicks, but Sorgro hasn't really thrown a lot of leg kicks. He hasn't attacked that inside lead leg.
Must have heard
that. He just goes after it.
It's one way to slow down an opponent's punching, an opponent's boxing, is to kick the legs.
The only thing he's thrown is he's thrown that rear leg round kick. Oh, he caught one right there.
Every time Sorgro gets backed against the fence, Petrosyan punishes him with speed and precision.
Sorgro's throwing that right kick, but Petrosyan's eating it on his arms, which would maybe slow down the hand.
Oh, the uppercut, the straight left cross. With timing like that, Giorgio Petrosyan shouldn't be Italian, he should be Swiss. Again with the lead right. Petrosyan the overhand to the top of the noggin.
It's that right hook, Michael. That's the one. That's the one that's catching Sorgro over and over again. And it's setting up that straight left hand.
Petrosyan, left cross down the tube. Again as Sorgro drifts back against the cage. Petrosyan makes him pay for it. 1:33 remaining, second round of 3. First round all Petrosyan. So too here in the second. Good forearms guard against the roundhouse kick. 2-punch combination. The evasion from the counter striking. Everything is flawless at the moment from Giorgio Petrosyan. Uppercut again. The ripped, stripped and shredded arms, deltoids, biceps, triceps of Petrosyan in tremendous physical shape. Again he lands the cross off the left. There's the jab. He's had more jabs than a pin cushion tonight, Giorgio Petrosyan. What could Sorgro do here, Mitch? How does he combat this?
And I don't know. He has to find a way to slow down Petrosyan because Petrosyan is just marching forward. He has absolutely zero respect for Solgraw's power.
Step through knee from Solgraw, that won't do the trick. Petrosyan drifts back to center cage, two-punch combination. Again, it is a treat, it is a show, it is kickboxing 101 from GIORGIO Petrosyan.
Man, that could be the best two-punch combo I've ever seen. That hook to straight left hand is precision.
You know, I spoke to Demetrius Johnson yesterday, and he said on the entire card tonight, the man he was most looking forward to watching live for the first time ever was GIORGIO Petrosyan. Both him and Eddie Alvarez singled out Petrosyan as the man they most wanted to watch cage side tonight.
For this exact reason. And now the doctor, who's known for precision, is starting to hit with tremendous power. Let's look at some of the handiwork. Look at the way Petrosyan picks these shots. There, he goes right down the middle first with the straight left hand, and then he adds those hands behind it. I want to see the uppercut. Oh, just on cue. Beautiful timing on that. Boom. Caught him with a wonderful uppercut off the lead side, and then look at that. Evades the right hook, counters back. Just a clinic put on by the doctor.
GIORGIO Petrosyan makes it look so damn easy. Very calm, focused, relaxed. Petrosyan hasn't put a glove, a foot, a knee out of place. His timing has been exquisite. His power has been superb. 3 minutes remaining in front of a sellout crowd here in Singapore. Can Solgraw, the Indie Academy, find something to upset the greatest?
Barely broken a sweat. Not breathing hard, seems completely relaxed. No different from the first round to the third.
That defense, the way he puts up that wall from his legs up to his forearm, protecting all that side of his body where the right roundhouse kicks are coming from Solgraw. And there it is again, the total package here. GIORGIO Petrosyan comes forward. Beautiful jab. You see the jab and immediately takes his chin out of range for a possible counter. It's the minuteness, the little things of Petrosyan, the little intricacies you've got to watch, you've got to applaud, you've got to absolutely love. And again, that left hand cross thrown as a lead. There's the old 3-2, the hook to the cross from Petrosyan. 3-2 again. There's the hook from Petrosyan once more. There's the cross. Petrosyan drifts back to center cage. Solgraw goes down to the legs. Maybe should have gone there a little more tonight. Another two-punch combination. Petrosyan locks him up, and referee, oh no, he breaks them. Haven't seen Solgraw move in for the grapple. Under these kickboxing rules, you are allowed to clinch for 3 seconds and throw as many knees as you like. Haven't seen Solgraw, who's a Muay Thai champion, go that route.
Not just a regular Muay Thai champion, not just a regular Muay Thai world champion, a Lumpini world champion, and Petrosyan is having his way with him.
Mitch, you couldn't have said it better. Petrosyan is using him as a chew toy. Just absolutely owning Solgraw here. It is another beautiful display. And you can see why One Super Series has become the premier striking organization on the planet. You saw Muay Thai earlier tonight, you've seen Petrosyan here, you saw Smoking JONATTAWUT, we've got Godson Pai coming up again soon. All the great names in the world are with One Super Series, and you are seeing the greatest of all at it again. 45 seconds remaining. I wish we had another 25 minutes on this one to watch GIORGIO Petrosyan at work.
Man, but how tough is Solgraw? He has taken Petrosyan's best shots, which we have described as powerful, precision, possibly perfect, and really just taking his best shots, answered, still biting down on his mouthpiece, ready to throw down. Literally right there.
Mitch, as I glance around here, and it's a very silent crowd for this one, not because they've left to get a drink, because everyone's on the edge of their seats with their mouth ajar, beholding what Giorgio Petrosyan is showing us. A very highly educated combat crowd here in Singapore are loving every second of this. This is like watching Da Vinci paint in front of you. It's incredible. That was another masterclass display. There is no doubt in your mind, I'm sure, as in ours, that Petrosyan gets it. Then Victor Gui alongside Pinto Gracie, the stars out in fourth. And I'll tell you what, they love themselves some Giorgio Petrosyan.
Let's take a look at the hands of Petrosyan. Look at that, opens up with the lead right hook and comes right down the middle with the straight left hand. His money shot all night long has been that left hand. Just an absolute battering ram, a trip hammer, just coming right through the middle, connecting over and over again. Very impressive striking display.
Go down to the judges. Petrosyan hardly raising a sweat. He looks to be in the best shape I've ever seen him. My word. Let's go to Dominic Lau.
To present the medal for this match, we have Katie Farhat, Senior Director of Business Development, Global Citizen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this bout in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from the red corner, GIORGIO.
Michael Chavello, Mitch Chilson with you. Giorgio Petrosyan versus Pet Moricott India Academy. Petrosyan, he said tonight there'll be no questions. Tonight there'll be a definitive winner, and the winner will be me. Southpaw stance on both these men. Good jab there from Pet Moricott as the reach. Roundhouse kick from Pet Moricott. Petrosyan returns the favour. Outside leg kick from Petrosyan to the lead quadriceps of the tie. 5-time world champion Petrosyan. 3-time world champion Pet Moricott. More than 140 martial arts world champions in one championship. Both in training roundhouse kicks to the rib section. Jumping right hook there from Petrosyan. Throwing the heavy artillery early, the Italian. Thrusts up the jab. Overhand left there from Petrosyan. Petrosyan going head hunting in the opening half of this round.
So far, a lot of head movement. You can see that lean back coming from Pet Moricott. That leg kick is doing a lot of good work for Petrosyan.
Haven't seen Pet Moricott move into the knees yet. Gets back up by the right hand. Pet Moricott complaining that Petrosyan caught the kicking there. That's a stern warning here from referee Alistair Lapsus.
Can't catch and fire, you have to let go.
You can just sense the intensity between these two. So much on the line. US $1 million. The biggest prize purse in kickboxing history for the winner of this Grand Prix tournament. Leg kick from Petrosyan.
You just see how much harder Petrosyan's hitting nowadays. Good head movement there.
Oh, beautiful hook to an outside thigh kick from Petrosyan. He has opened up strong. It wasn't like this last time from Petrosyan.
Now holding. It's tough to catch Pet Moricott in the head cleanly. That leg kick is what's landing. You can see the eyes are just so sharp from Pet Moricott, but that leg is standing there, and Petrosyan's starting to tee off on it.
Hooks again from Petrosyan, trying to drive Pet Moricott into the corner. Nice combination work from the 5-time world champion. Big hooking right punch. Pet Moricott goes headhunting with a roundhouse kick. Slots it into the ribcage. Petrosyan a leg kick.
Petrosyan's got to be careful catching that leg like that.
Knees on the inside. Knee guard put on from Petrosyan. End of the first round, we go to the towels. What a round! World Grand Prix quarterfinal featherweight kickboxing. Who will go through to face Smoke and JONATTAWUT in Bangkok?
So what caused Pet Moricott to get upset? Look how Petrosyan catches the kick, turns it, and fires. You cannot do that. You have to let go of the kick even before you initiate that strike first. That's what Petchmorakot was bothered with, is the breaking of the rules and pointing at the finger. You cannot do that. You have to let go previously and then initiate the strike. And that's what he was doing. He was angling the leg, turning the body, and then firing. You have to have the leg released before you initiate your strike.
We're ready to roll second round of this quarterfinal rematch for the One Featherweight Kickboxing World Grand Prix in front of a sellout crowd at the Axiata Arena in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's the hottest ticket in town. Petrosyan firing the heavy salvos in the first 3 minutes. Oh, look at that! Petchmorakot tagged it! Roundhouse kick from the top! Petrosyan loses his foot.
You gotta be careful with those catching the kicks, man. It's happened 4 times already.
Petchmorakot trying to pull the head down for the meet and brick knee. Step through knee from Petchmorakot. The high kick, Petrosyan evades and counters.
Good check there from Petchmorakot in the retaliation.
Uppercut from Petrosyan. Step through knee again, belly button through the back from Petchmorakot. Overhand left from the top. They hold 8 world titles between them. Stiff left hand from Petrosyan. Petchmorakot smiling. Trying to get inside the head of GIORGIO Petrosyan, trying to rattle the doctor. Petrosyan hooks and uppercuts. Got punching knees there from Petchmorakot. High knee from Petchmorakot. Petrosyan with the hands. Gonna watch the head. Cannot allow Petchmorakot to pull his chin down. Good high check there from Petrosyan. Remember, Petchmorakot needs to use the clinch offensively. He's doing that so far tonight. Nice knee. Petrosyan just dancing. What intensity. The atmosphere here inside the Axiata Arena is incredible. Referee Delapsis breaks them. 1:10 remaining, second round of 3. There you saw Petchmorakot catching the kick in like he knows he did wrong. Nice turning hook there from Petrosyan. Oh, the uppercut! Tries to put the chin through the top of the head. Step through knee from Petchmorakot. Outside leg kick Petrosyan. Both men now trade round kicks to the body. The high knee from Petchmorakot. The front kick. Looks for a knee again. Little quarter turn from the doctor. The slick footwork. The subtleties of GIORGIO Petrosyan.
It's on that back foot, Michael, when Petchmorakot tries to go in for the offensive clinch. You can see how Petrosyan moves backwards to throw those uppercuts and hooks.
The big screen to see how much time is remaining. 25 seconds on the clock. Petchmorakot continually coming forward. There's a knee from GIORGIO. A front kick from the great one. Goes to the outside lead thigh. Petchmorakot lifts it up to the ribcage. Downstairs again. Petrosyan controlling centre ring. Petchmorakot on the outside. Petrosyan goes to the quadriceps. Body shot from Petrosyan and a short hook off the right glove. 2 down and 1 to go. Dragon, this is a thriller.
Wow, this one's really close, Michael. We're starting to see how they're starting to exchange. You can see they start just going at it at the beginning of this round, just letting it all go. Barely missing with all these shots. Look at that head movement from both these guys. So hard to land a clean shot. The only shots I'm really seeing, this was one of them. Watch the back foot. Boom, going backwards, lands a beautiful left uppercut. That was the cleanest shot of the round. Nice jab as Petchmorakot keeps coming in. The timing on that uppercut was simply beautiful. I like the leg kicks of Petrosyan. I like the knees of Petchmorakot. Now, third and final round, ladies and gentlemen. How do you guys have it out there at home? Petchmorakot, Petrosyan, who you got?
3 judges ringside scoring on a 10-point must system inside the sold-out Axiata Arena in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Third and final round, to the semi-finals. August 16 in Bangkok to take on JONATTAWUT and go one step closer to an historic US $1 million prize purse. downstairs. A little looping punch upstairs from Petrosyan. Front kick from Pit Moricott, wades forward again. Long-reaching punches can't connect. Petrosyan ducks under, clicks him with the right hand. Nicely done from Pit Moricott to the top of the lead thigh. Then goes to the rib cage. Petrosyan goes downstairs. Petrosyan leg kicking, fires out a front kick. On the inside, knee from Pit Moricott. 2 minutes 10 remaining in the most anticipated rematch in kickboxing history. For the biggest prize of all. Jab 2 there from Pit Moricott Dragon.
I like the hook from Petrosyan. They answer with the leg kick again. Nice little fake there on the push kick.
Sweat flies up the brow as Petrosyan lands a left hand. Petrosyan, range finding with his lead hand, goes downstairs with a leg kick. Pit Moricott on the ropes.
Beautiful sweep from Petrosyan there.
Pit Moricott, those long, pointy knees of his.
Petrosyan's doing a good job of avoiding them. Especially here in the third round.
Lots of noise from the India Academy corner of Pit Moricott. 80 seconds remains. Petrosyan with the left hook. Quarter turn, uppercut off the left hand. Shrugs him off. Outside leg kick, that scores for him. The roundhouse kick not scoring for Pit Moricott. Petrosyan quarter on the forearm, turns him around. Little knee on the inside. And referee collapses, breaks them. Petrosyan hooks him off the right hand, then one off the left. Outside thigh kick from the doctor. That's how he got the nickname, the Doctor, many years ago. Famous photo of him kicking an opponent's leg in the same spot 4 times. It was said by the referee on the night, he had precision of a surgeon, of a doctor.
30 seconds left in the final round.
This is it. It's all come down to the final 25 seconds. Who's got the guts? Who's got the intestinal fortitude to dig deep? Who wants it more? $1 million on the line. A chance in the semi-final round on August 16 in Bangkok against Smoker JONATTAWUT. Petrosyan comes forward, goes to the legs again. Pit Moricott dancing, smiling, grooving, and there it is. Wherever you're watching, folks, in 140 plus countries, how do you score it? Do you have it for Pit Moricott? Do you have it for Petrosyan?
Look at Petrosyan, he ducks underneath, comes over the top, beautiful right uppercut scored there. Then he goes downstairs and lands with the leg kicks. That was his most effective strike, was attacking those legs in the first round, and he did it again in the third. Just constant offense coming from Petrosyan. He was able to utilize the boxing, especially going backwards. That's where he found some success, moving back to fire that uppercut. And then, but Moricott found some success as well, moving forward, landing with the offensive clinches, throwing the knee. Nice little show of sportsmanship by 2 of the greatest strikers in the world, Michael.
They hold 8 world championships between them. And again, that honor, that integrity, that respect, quashing the beef that was apparent between them, especially in the first round. But at the end of the day, these are 2 superb world champions, 2 very humble martial artists who have given it their all 2 times. Let's go to Dom Lau and find out our result.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And now advancing to the semi-final of the 1 Featherweight World Grand Prix, and 1 step closer to the $1 million Grand Prize, from the red corner, GIORGIO PETROSYAN.
A tough fight. Kick early on from Smoking JONATTAWUT. Look for JONATTAWUT to unload his hands. Look for the succulent technique, the quarter angle turns, the pirouettes of the Ferrari of kickboxing, GIORGIO PETROSYAN. Who will face Sami-Sana in Tokyo? Good check there from Petrosyan. Didn't check the second one. Petrosyan southpaw, orthodox stance on Smoking Joe. High kick from Joe. Trying to loop the shin around the back of the neck. Checks the low kick from Petrosyan. Front kick there from Smoking JONATTAWUT. Petrosyan. Jab to a hook. Nice front kick from Smoking Joe. Looks for the outside lead thigh. Don't forget, folks, to follow us at One Championship across your social media platforms, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
See Smoking Joe's work rate just a little bit higher right now than Petrosyan. Petrosyan is a little bit more effective in the accuracy department, though. He's landing more effectively. JONATTAWUT's having more success as far as the volume is concerned.
The hands of Petrosyan have always been phenomenal. Jab from JONATTAWUT. Edging forward. Good low check there. Nice evasion, a lean back from GIORGIO PETROSYAN. Hook from Petrosyan. Nice little parry there. Outside leg kick. Just missed the target and accidentally connected to the groin of Petrosyan. Down the center corridor, hooking punch from Petrosyan. Knees from Smoking JONATTAWUT.
Hands right now from Petrosyan are extremely accurate, especially coming off that left side.
JONATTAWUT, who did say in the pre-match media that he considers Petrosyan as the greatest kickboxer on the planet, the greatest of all time. And tonight would be his chance to dethrone the great one.
Injury time! Injury time!
Point strike there. Elias Tolapsis called an injury time for GIORGIO PETROSYAN.
Our athlete has up to 3 minutes to return to action.
You can see just as JONATTAWUT starts to go for that inside leg kick, just gets a little bit high there on Petrosyan. That was the second time. First time grazed it, second time connected. Injury time on this one, athlete is allowed up to 3 minutes for medical examination and recovery. If the athlete is unable to resume in the allotted time, an official decision will be given. If we're not past the second round, it's a no contest. Once it gets past the second round, then we go to the judges' scorecards. You can just see that inside leg kick from Smoking Joe caught the cup.
For the right to compete against Sami-Sana in the One Featherweight Kickboxing World Grand Prix Championship Final on October 13 in Tokyo, Japan. And the right to challenge for US $1 million. They recommence here in the first round. Those slick hands of Petrosyan versus the legs of Smoking Joe. Outside leg kick from Petrosyan. There's the hook and the little quarter angle turn. Tries to thread the lateral. Smoking Joe with the round kick. Then goes upstairs, looking for the neck. Cracks it over the rib cage to Smoking Joe. Goes down the bread basket with the hands.
You can see the deep.
He drops him with a straight left hand, and Joe's down. Oh, Joe's down. He may not get up.
That's it.
He may not get up. It's over. It's good night, Irene. GIORGIO PETROSYAN knocks out JONATTAWUT. GIORGIO PETROSYAN will face Sami-Sana in the One Featherweight Kickboxing World Grand Prix Championship Final.
Man, Michael, it was the hands of Petrosyan. They were so sharp, they were so accurate. His defense to the head was sublime, and then he found a home for that left hand. Look at him, just right through the guard of Smoking Joe. Look at this, leans back, touches him with the right, and then the left. An absolute piston of a left hand torques it over, turns the knuckles, and puts Joe down.
You see once again why Giorgio Petrosyan is the greatest kickboxer of all time. He knocked down Smoking JONATTAWUT with a perfectly placed cross. As we said, it was the hands of Petrosyan, the kicks of Nattawut, and the hands prevailed for the Italian Armenian. Let's go to top now and make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Ilias Dolapsis, has called a stop to this contest after 2 minutes and 50 seconds in the first round. For your winner, by way of knockout, advancing to the one featherweight kickboxing world Grand Prix final, and one step closer to the $1 million grand prize, GIORGIO PETROSYAN.
This is for the biggest prize purse in kickboxing history in the country where modern kickboxing was founded in the 1960s.
I was talking to Team Petrosyan, they say he loves to compete against taller opponents. He can't really articulate why, but he just likes the angle at which he places his punches at.
Petrosyan does have 12 first-round knockouts, the last one being of Smoking JONATTAWUT in the semi-finals of this Grand Prix tournament. Nice hook to an outside leg kick there from Petrosyan. Tries to go for the headache maker. Does Sami Sana. 3-2 in his last 5, 7-2-1 in his last 10. Sami Sana. He's never lost to an Italian. Petrosyan has never lost to a Frenchman.
Sana's trying to get those knees off, but I like how Petrosyan's defending these knees so far. He's framing out, and he's not allowing the hips really to get deep into his body. Straight left hand again landed by Petrosyan.
We talk about the power of Sami Sana, but he's only had 2 knockouts in the last 5 years. Hasn't won by KO since May 2016. KO'd Ichana Jaikansomwit in the 3rd round for the WBC World title in Bangkok.
A little bit of a low blow as Sana tries to go with the inside leg kick.
Recovery time here for Giorgio Petrosyan, the 5-time kickboxing world champion.
See, this happens a lot when one person is southpaw, one person is orthodox. You start to see, it just kind of creates that perfect angle where they throw the inside leg kick and it just goes right up the middle. You hear that crack from the cup. Sana went unintentionally low.
Ready to recommence here. What Michael Phelps is to swimming, Jordan to basketball, Gretzky to hockey, Bolt to athletics. Petrosyan is to kickboxing. Inside leg kick from Sana, round kick to the ribs there from Petrosyan. Overhand right, Petrosyan sticks the jab in the face.
Like the timing of those knees, he's working for it.
The length and the knees are the strengths of Sami Sana. The boxing work of Petrosyan. Certainly the best boxer in kickboxing history.
Sana gonna put his guard nice and tight.
3-punch combination for Giorgio Petrosyan. Threads the overhand left. Got to watch the high knees sneaking up there between the guard from Sami Sana. Right hook from southpaw stance of Petrosyan. Goes the outside back leg, but the southpaws love to kick off their rear leg. And again he hits the spot. Petrosyan takes a counter strike off the right hand. Roundhouse kick to the ribs. No knockdown, says referee Onari. Petrosyan's first time competing in Tokyo since 2010. Since he beat Yoshihiro Sato to win his 2nd K1 Max World title. Step through knee there from Sami Sana. Petrosyan actually began his career as a bantamweight, weighing 54 kilos or 119 pounds as a 16-year-old competing out of Milan, Italy. High knee there from Sami Sana. Petrosyan goes the inside leg, threads the right hand. Good jab from Petrosyan. 1 round down, 2 to go. Now scoring on a 10-point must system. So give the winner of that round 10 points, give the less dominant boxer 9 points.
Look at that. Nice little kick there thrown by Petrosyan, but Sami Sana was able to come right back. You can start to see Sana was going like, hey, I can kick too, Petrosyan. Let me see. Looks there, disrupts a little bit of the balance of Petrosyan.
And look who's here, supporting Giorgio Petrosyan. It's Mr. K1 himself, three-time K1 World Grand Prix champion Peter Ertz in the house tonight. And that ovation you hear, that is for Mr. K1. He is still risingly popular here in Japan.
I don't know, Michael, but do you have something to do with all this kickboxing royalty that keeps showing up at these one championship events?
Hey, last event we had Ernesto Hustia ringside. Tonight it's Peter Ertz. They are turning out for the biggest kickboxing show on the planet, One Super Series, and the richest prize purse ever offered. US $1 million on the line for this one, and the right to be crowned the first ever featherweight kickboxing world Grand Prix champion.
I like the left hooks that Petrosyan's throwing. He's throwing this right hook rather, but then he's stepping off to the right. What that does, it puts him in perfect position to throw the left hand, but it also helps him avoid the retaliation knee that comes back from Sana.
You can sense that Petrosyan is stepping up the pace now with his hands here in the second stanza. Outside leg kick from the Italian. Sana looks to back him off. Petrosyan sticks the jab in the face. Round kick, good high check there from Sana. Body shot, belly button through the back off the left hand from Petrosyan. Nice little quarter turn, the little pirouette. Locks the step through knee. Sana tries to come over the top. Then an uppercut and a hooking punch. Petrosyan so elusive, so slick. Sana a chance for the knees. Go! You must use the knees and the clinch offensively, not defensively in One Super Series. Good evasion from Petrosyan. Comes forward, two-punch combination. Good jab. He could shoot an apple off your head with that jab, Giorgio Petrosyan. Looping punches from Sami Sana. Checks the low kick. But Petrosyan is poetry in motion with his hands at the moment.
Go! These little angles that Petrosyan's countering with, just never there for the retaliating kick. Nice straight left hand landed by Petrosyan.
That was the punch that knocked out Smoking JONATTAWUT last time out. A straight left. The cross of the southpaw. Left hook from Sana. There it is again. 4, 5, 6 punch combination. More combinations than a Rubik's Cube for Giorgio Petrosyan. Front kick from Petrosyan. Sana caught him with that left hand. Petrosyan gets off the fence. And good break there from referee Omari. Under a minute remaining, second round. It's been Petrosyan's round, no doubt about that. You feel that Sana has some desperation now creeping into his game. How do you compete against the greatest of all time? How do you defeat the 5-time world champion, the Ferrari of kickboxing?
Right there, that left hand landed that nice little hook, landed by Sana, but he's got to do more of that. He can't not sit there and get mesmerized by the movement and skills possessed by Petrosyan. He's got to go forward. He's got to let that gangster out.
The difference of Petrosyan 2019 to Petrosyan 2010 is that 9 years ago, Petrosyan hardly got touched. 9 years later, he had touched a lot more, but he's developed incredible power. Front kick from Sami Sana, round kick from Petrosyan. Now they lock up, chance for the knees, and Sana can't get them off. We are going into the third round. Folks, wherever you're watching in 140 plus countries, how do you score it? Giorgio Petrosyan or Sami Sana?
And this piston-like left hand just keeps unloading on Sana. Look at that, throws it once, twice, just keeps connecting, splitting the guard. Beautiful little uppercut there. Looks for the timing, then he goes to a low kick to the rear leg of Sana. That's some incredible footwork right there. Look at that again, straight down the middle, again with that left hand. Sana's doing a good job of not really eating too many of these shots, just kind of taking them on his chin, rolling with the punches. But a big second round for Sami Sana. I think Sana's got to finish him if he wants to take home that $1 million.
A little damage around the right eye of Petrosyan, courtesy of the left hand of Sami Sana. It is time for Sana to up the aggressor meter here in the final of the Featherweight Kickboxing World Grand Prix. Who takes home the strap? Who takes home a check for an historic US $1 million? The largest purse ever offered in K1 history was US $400,000. We've doubled that and halved it again in one Super Series. Sami Sana opens up like a house on fire, and Petrosyan responds.
I don't know, it seems like Sana's a little bit unsure about his footing. He doesn't quite have the same movement that he had in the first. I think one of those leg kicks maybe just landed wrong when he came back on it. He seems to be moving very gingerly with his footwork, but he's still throwing that right kick, though.
Sami Sana has realized that he cannot bully, he cannot manhandle Giorgio Petrosyan. He manhandled Yodson Play, so too Jaber Askarov. On Giorgio. Nice weave under the hook there from Petrosyan, and again. Look at the evasiveness, look at the defense of Giorgio, now on the offense, he lands a rear knee.
Okay, go!
Corner on Petrosyan, his brother Armen barking instructions. How they came from being refugees from Armenia, sleeping in a train station in Milan, to now being at the very top of the kickboxing world. A true rags to riches story. Body shot from Petrosyan, step through knee from Sana. Sana trying to lift him off the canvas with those right knees. 90 seconds away now. Good knee from Petrosyan. Shrugs him off, creates room.
Now he's throwing that left hand like it's a jab. He's initiating the combinations with that left hand.
The evasion, the head movement, the footwork of Petrosyan, it's sublime, it's superb.
Beautiful body kick.
Oh, look at that again.
Spun around, landed the body kick, then he stepped effortlessly out of the way to avoid the knee.
Angles like a geometrician, Giorgio Petrosyan. You are still seeing a master at the peak of his powers. Returning to Tokyo after 9 years. Is he now 45 seconds away from $1 million and being crowned the featherweight kickboxing World Grand Prix champion? Frustration on Sami Sana. Sana knows he's behind on this one. Surely he does. It may take a Hail Mary shot from Sami Sana. Jab, step in from Petrosyan. Crowd here, sold out inside the Rio Goku Garden, loving every moment of it. The master is putting on a clinic.
Go!
Final 10 seconds down. Sana needs one big shot. But it's Petrosyan again being too evasive, too slick, landing the punches. And we go down to the judges in Tokyo. How do you score it, folks, after 3 rounds? You have a Petrosyan, do you have it for Sami Sana?
Just the angles that Petrosyan was creating was absolutely magic. The witchcraft of Giorgio Petrosyan is something spectacular. He hypnotizes his opponents. He's like David Blaine. He vanishes, and then he reappears on the other side of you. It is so hard to keep up with him. It is a thing of beauty, poetry in motion. And we've got a new millionaire, Michael Civello.
Will the legacy of Petrosyan as the greatest of all time be truly cemented tonight? Is he about to claim the greatest purse in this sport's history? The sport that was born here in Japan, modern kickboxing in the 1960s, is at its apex tonight, here in one Super Series. Sana's confidence, Petrosyan's confident. Let's go to Tom Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have called this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And now, the one featherweight kickboxing Grand Prix World Champion and winner of the $1 million prize from the